And I've just bought 35 acres and I feel the weight of the world to put plants everywhere because it's all I can do. Because I've got these kids.
Well, I think I am now far more aware of, and I was a real greenie as a kid growing up, so I was save the seals, I was, fight for the animals, but I'm finding it really challenging in a family that's not green and climate conscious. So I like the idea of recycling, I like the idea of doing all of the different things that we need to do to save the climate. Would I go and live in a mud hut? No.
Do you need to live in a mud hut?
But I'll do whatever I can to actually give back to the climate. And I think COVID, the pandemic, has shown what we can achieve if we actually don't consume as much as we've consumed. So I'm really interested in the way in which society is changing around consumerism. I think we were the most consumed and consumed so much, and I think now I'm far more aware of it. Does it change my behaviour?
What am I prepared to give up? I don't know. I certainly don't want to see the planet die or see the degradation, and I hate the heat, so I don't want to see these long hot summers, etc. continue. And the trade-off for me for downing coal-fired energy, I actually think we have to seriously talk nuclear, with the safety, etc., that's come with it, with the developments that are there. So what would I give up? I think we've got to start looking back to how we can make some of that generation of electricity or power better and safer via other means. And we've got to be broad in our thinking.
I think we need to look at what we as individuals are doing. I think if we just constantly say it's the government's choice, the government has to put money into nuclear and get rid of coal and electric cars and all that sort of stuff, it's completely our own choice. I'm building a house that's completely off-grid. We're going to be completely sustainable. I have very small amount of expenses. I don't buy new clothing. Like, I'm living through my wardrobe that I've had for years. My husband's gone vegetarian, and I really think that, yes, I'd be really quite happy going vegetarian as well, because the whole thing absolutely terrifies me. I am terrified by it all. Like, the fact that you watch these shows of David Attenborough and he says the only thing we can do is regreen the planet. And I've just bought 35 acres and I feel the weight of the world to put plants everywhere because it's all I can do. Because I've got these kids. And what are they going to live through when they're my age? When they're my parents' age, what is the world going to look like? If there is a world, like the fact that my kids could be the last generation that can survive on this planet. It is so much more than whether or not the government does nuclear. Like, we have to look at everything we do, every choice we make, and take responsibility ourselves for that. I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
Okay, you're going to hand me that now?
I haven't taken that.
No, it's like a wow moment.
Sorry.
And it's not taken personally at all. And it's, again, if you come back to, I don't have children, so am I just myopic in the way I'm looking at it in some ways? So it's good for me to consider what you've said and the passion clearly with which you bring it to the table.
It terrifies me. Like, okay, my youngest is 12. Let's put 40 years on her. She'll be 52. What is life going to look like for her at 52?